Welcome to Medway School of Pharmacy virtual videos. My name is Dr. Gubala and I will tell you some practical information you might find useful, whether you are a student who received an offer from our school or whether you are a student who are thinking of applying to our school in the future. The very first question I usually am asked by students is about accommodation. As you probably know by now, Medway School of Pharmacy is administered by two universities, University of Greenwich and University of Kent. Therefore, we are the fortunate school that is able to offer you two types of accommodation. One is directly on campus, that's a Greenwich Halls accommodation. You can see the pictures on the left. And the other one is a Liberty Keys accommodation provided by University of Kent, which is approximately 10 minutes off campus. The pictures you can see on the right. The two accommodations are very similar in many ways. The differences are probably slight differences are in price. So the Greenwich Halls in 2019-2020 they cost students about £140 per week for 40-week contracts. That would make in total £5,614. At the Liberty Keys, which is the University of Kent accommodation, it is slightly higher. The accommodation is slightly newer, but it's a 38-week contract, which comes to approximately the same. This time it's £5,821.93. These prices will very likely go up very slightly for the next academic year, but they will be very similar to each other. So, in fact, it is a choice that you have to make whether you would like to stay on campus and be just 1 minute or 2 minutes walk distance from the lecture rooms and other rooms where we teach, or you will choose to stay in the Liberty Keys, which is about 10, maybe even 15 minutes if you walk very slowly, walking distance from the campus. Both accommodations, the price includes utility charges, of course, or internet access is in every bedroom. It also contains personal contacts insurance in a value of £5,000. Both accommodation have 24-hour reception service, on-site maintenance team, and they all have, as a standard, obviously as you expect, are equipped with CCTV cameras, so they have also electronic entry system so that nobody apart from the people who live on the premises can get inside the buildings. The accommodation at the Liberty Keys is bigger. There's several thousands of students in fact living there. The Greenwich Halls is slightly smaller. It's on campus, so again it's much significantly lower number of students who live there. The other question related to accommodation is when is it that the students can apply? So you can apply as soon as you have accepted our offer. You can apply online, of course. You can either go to the Kent accommodation webpage or the Greenwich accommodation webpage, but you cannot apply to both. You have to choose one or the other. We will be emailing offers in late August after publication of A-levels results. We will also be emailing you a handbook or instructions in which you will be able to click on these links and they will take you to one or the other accommodation. Okay. For a year one students or for foundation students, we guarantee that you will have a space in one or the other accommodation. So we will not run out of spaces for foundation or year one students. If you are students in a year 2, 3 or 4 in our MPharm program, you can still choose to live in the student accommodations, so either on a Greenwich Halls or in Liberty Keys. But very often what we note is that many MPharm students in year 2, 3 and 4 choose to use accommodation outside, and they just go and find either a whole house or some rooms outside of the university, and they rent it as a just group of friends. We have some trusted web pages from which you can go and find and screen for the most appropriate accommodation that you will find the best. And so these are accommodation listed by tenants that we already trust. The area around Medway is still developing. There's a new private development built recently nearby the river, which is very close to Liberty Keys anyway. So I know that many students are looking for accommodation on those premises. Those are private accommodations. Obviously, for those, you would need to pay maybe sometimes some extra fees for utility charges. To comment on the life at the university is actually a relatively nice confined campus. On average, we have approximately 10,000 students on campus. The campus is a mixture of a blend of an old historical buildings, but also some new purpose-built buildings. So the images we're looking at right now, the top left corner, that is an image of our library. It is in fact the longest library in Europe, and this library is shared between 3 universities because the campus is shared by 3 universities: University of Greenwich, University of Kent, and Canterbury Christchurch University. So all 3 universities pool their resources into one massive, very well equipped library called Drill Hall Library, to which every student on a campus have access. The picture on the top right or top middle is the picture of the student hub, and you're looking at a deep end bar. So this was a newly refurbished old building which used to have a swimming pool, by the way, underneath the floor, which is right now a floor. And this whole place has been completely remodeled and turned into a student hub. So this is a place where students hang out. This is the place where students can have something to drink, something to eat. There's a bar which also serves food. You can also see there's a mezzanine option. There's a mezzanine space with the windows open over there, which students can hire and have lots of presentations or some events which they plan to do. So this is a new, very exciting facility specifically designed for students, and in fact it was helped to be designed by the students. The picture on the bottom left on the other hand shows the traditional red brick buildings. What you're looking at is a Pembroke building in which we have a very fantastic facility. It's a massive lecture room which is a really fun, with fantastic acoustic, and it has a very historical feeling. We are located in Medway, as I already mentioned, and Medway was very well known in the past because of the historic dockyard. Some buildings from this historic dockyard were refurbished and turned into a shopping mall. There's an outlet shopping mall which is called Docksides Shopping Mall. It not only it contains lots of shops, but it also contains lots of restaurants, 2 state-of-the-art gyms, for example, and also Odeon cinemas. So many students I know, they used to go and then watch some new movies in the cinema. So there's a lot of things to do for pretty much everyone. This whole Dockside Shopping Center is a very short walking distance from the campus. We're talking about 5 to 10 minutes walking distance. Medway School of Pharmacy is jointly administered by University of Greenwich and University of Kent, and because of that we have access to both main campuses through a coach. So the yellow coach on the top left corner, King's Ferry, that's a coach that would take you to Canterbury campus, which takes about 45 minutes. It starts directly from Medway campus. It operates pretty much every hour in the term time, and all you have to do is show your University of Kent ID, because as a student of Medway School of Pharmacy you will have both University of Kent and University of Greenwich ID card. So to get on this bus that takes you to Canterbury, it would take you 45 minutes, and all you need is your Kent ID card. On the other hand, we also have a bus service that operates between main Greenwich campus and Avery Hill Greenwich campus, which is also approximately 45 to 60 minutes. This one is subsidized, significantly cheap. If you buy 20 journeys tickets, the ticket will cost you just little over £2 each way. And it will take you between 45 to 60 minutes. I know many students who live in London and commute with this bus. Obviously the timing of the bus is well timed so that you will not miss your lectures. Well, sometimes accidents can actually On the road, accidents can maybe change some things, but that's not so common. We are well serviced by train as well. We are serviced by Southeastern Railway, so it is a relatively quick journey from London, from central London, to reach either stations in Chatham or Gillingham. You can be in Chatham or Gillingham from London Victoria or London St Pancras very quickly. It can take between, well, in fact 35 rather than 45, but 35 with a high-speed train, but normally it's about 45 to 50 minutes from London. We have very good links to Bluewater Shopping Centre, which is only about 25 minutes bus ride from the main campus. And I need to mention this as a interesting fact, we also are served quite well to European cities. So the mention here is Paris. We are very close to Ebbsfleet International train station, where you can actually hop on a train that will take you, a Eurostar train, which will take you to Paris. I do remember a group of students last year who just chose to travel to Paris for a day because the tickets for students are subsidized and discounted through the university. They were able to travel to Paris for a day trip for significantly cheap price. I think it cost them overall about £39 both ways. You can also travel to Brussels, and also you can travel to Amsterdam. So now Eurostar actually travels to both destinations, not just Paris. As far as social life goes, Medway School of Pharmacy has a very strong Medway Pharmacy Students Association. Many students opt to be part of this association. The association then is working in a very close contact with Greenwich and Kent students' unions, and they organize lots of different activities, visiting to skate parks, amusement parks like a Thorpe Park or the Alton Towers. And they also organize lots of different activities, parties with different universities like a UCL, or quizzes, or different other shows. So I always encourage students to be part of the MPSA, or the Medway Pharmacy Students Association, because it comes with very distinct benefits. And you will see yourself how good it is to be a part of this very thriving and engaging community of students. MPSA, so Medway Pharmacy Students Association, are also in charge of organizing our annual event, the biggest event we have in the Medway School of Pharmacy, called Pharmacy Ball. We actually were able to hold the Pharmacy Ball in March 2020 as well. It was just a week before the lockdown. The Pharmacy Ball 2020 images are not here. This is images from Pharmacy Ball 2019, but it's an event organized by the Year 3 students or the MPSA Union as a goodbye and thank you to the Year 4 students who are graduating in the year, and they'll be leaving the school with the Master of Pharmacy diploma, and they'll be starting working as a pharmacist in hospitals or community pharmacies mostly. This event is attended by many students. It's a great opportunity to dress up, to have fun, and also is attended by many members of staff, myself included, who again get to know the students from some different angle and different perspectives. I will finish this talk with a short video, which was recorded to actually demonstrate in a very brief way why is it that you should come to Medway School of Pharmacy. I already mentioned the facility, the drill hall library, but we also have very superb equipment. We have a pharmacy ward, we have a hospital ward built in our pharmacy, and a fully equipped pharmacy. These images show the Dockside Shopping Center, which has, as I said, the 2 state-of-art gyms where many students go, lots of restaurants, lots of shopping opportunities, and also, as I mentioned earlier, there's the Odeon Cinema. The area, because it has so many students, is very lively. There's a lot of activities throughout the whole year. Again, I'm showing pictures from Pharmacy Ball, but there are only just a few activities I can mention right now. We have good links to shopping centers like a Bluewater, and I already mentioned the Eurostar opportunities. The most important message here is that if you become a student of Medway School of Pharmacy, you will have a great chance to meet new people, and those people will be your friends for life. Thank you.